Good morning, y'all. So today I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial because I am constantly getting asked how I do my makeup and how I do my eyeshadow, but in all reality, I literally just slap makeup on my face and it turns out okay, or sometimes it doesn't, and then I cry and take it all off and start over because that's how makeup works. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how to use the magnetic eyelashes with the eyeliner. But first, I promised my classmate I would give him a shout out, so here's a shout out to Peyton, and here's a picture of him with Kinsley. My classmate Olivia is also in there, and Peyton is the one holding Kinsley. You can follow Peyton on Instagram at HillPate. I always start with pulling my hair back because I somehow always get foundation in my hair. And then after that, we are going to I always use Smashbox or MAC. Right now I am out of MAC, well, in my skin tone right now because it's winter and I'm white. And I stole this out of my mom's bathroom, so let's see if she's noticed yet. So I also stole this from my mom. It's a unique brush. We got it from Miss Leona. And I know it's not what this side is for, but I always use it to put my makeup on if I don't want my fingers to get dirty or anything, but a lot of the time I also use my fingers. So we're gonna start just bumping it on my face. Oh, don't drip on my llama shirt. You guys like my llama shirt? Laura got it for me, Brendan's mom. And I'm always just kind of messy with my makeup because I don't really care. It just kind of happens. And don't worry, it'll come more blended out at the end of this video. But for now, this is how I do it. Okay, I'm gonna pause and finish out with it. So now after you get all your foundation on and it looks pretty good and blended from what I can see, I'm just using this camera. But I always use bronzer powder normally, but for my contouring, but I just bought this today and it's some brand I've never ever heard of, and clearly I've never used it before, but I got it at the secondhand store, so we're gonna see how well it works just for a simple brush, or not a brush, but a simple contour. Who knows though? And it's not even a contour stick, it is just for darker skinned people, but because, you know, I'm white, this works pretty well for a contour. And of course I will blend it out after, but right now, I don't know, I think maybe I should leave it like this. Looks good. And you know, I see lots of videos where people do the eyeshadow first, but I'm just too messy to do eyeshadow first. When I do my eyeshadow first, I always end up having to, when I do my eyeshadow first, I always end up accidentally getting my eyeshadow and then having to redo it. So I've always just done it this way too. A lot easier. And then if I mess up, I just put a little more concealer. Okay. And since everyone makes fun of me for having a 5 head, not a 4 head, I always make sure to get up here. Okay, well there's that. Let me find the lid. And we'll see. If this doesn't work, then I guess I'll have to start over again. Okay. And I always use this end to blend. I don't know why. I don't use the sponges. They just gross me out. Too much dirt in them and everything. And I've always get asked why I do it under there when I do my makeup in front of people. But it's supposed to make your lips look bigger, and since I have little tiny lips, it seems to help a little bit. Okay. Maybe I should start doing Facebook Live and doing this instead of on here. Yeah, I think I might have to go over it again, but just to have a baseline of what my contour should look like is not bad. And I missed a spot blending over here. Okay. The sponges gross me out because I know a lot of people that don't ever clean them, and I mean, I cleaned mine strictly, but I also just didn't really think they worked that well. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know how to use them, because, you know, I don't truly know how to do makeup, but, you know, that's okay. As long as I am trying, right? That would be Scooby and Stella out there freaking out. Our neighbor rides like a moped kinda, and he rides it to work just right up the street, and they do not like it for some odd reason. Oh yeah, that's definitely what they're chasing. They're jumping on the gate. Okay. So that's not as good as just the powders that I use, but you know, it's okay for a base because I'll redo it with powder at the end of the video. But for right now, let me get myself into lighting better. Oh yeah, see, this side didn't blend very well. I'll have to figure how to make it work better, maybe just not use it anymore, but now I know. It's for concealing, not for contouring. But let me blow my nose. Switch sides because my iPad was almost dead, because apparently I don't keep track of what it's at anymore. But that's okay. I've had a terrible cold now for almost a week. It's really just been knocking me down, but I think I'm slowly getting better, so that's good. So next we are going to move on to the eyeshadow. The dress that I'm wearing tonight is pink, so I'll use my pink scheme that I always use. So I'm just going to show you guys all the palettes that I have because I get asked that a lot. So this is just a Sephora Z palette, and most of the things in here are Sephora, but like these two are, no, these three are ColourPop, and then these ones are out of the, oh, I don't remember the name of it, but it's the chocolate, it's the palette that smells like chocolate, and I got those from my aunt. So there's that one. I have two of the Moodstruck palettes from Younique. So this is my new one. I don't really use it a lot because it's not really my colors, but I use the, what's it called? Arrogant for my eyebrows. So that's my eyebrow coloring. And here is the 5th Moodstruck palette. And I use this one a lot because I use a lot of pinks and reds and all that. And, you know, the only color in there that I really don't use is purple. And that's not because I don't like purple, it's just it doesn't look good on my skin. And then I have this Smashbox one. It's really entertaining to play with it. This one I use a lot. You know, when I had dark brown hair, I would use this color for my eyebrows. This one I use when I want to, like, my eyes to look more matty. So otherwise, I don't use that one a lot either. This is my Morphe Jocelyn Hill palette. I think I said her name right. And this one, as you can tell, gets used a lot, except for Mugshot. I don't really use that one. And I don't use Framed, because once again, it's purple, and purple isn't really my color. But, and this is my Carly Bio or something. I don't know how to say her name. And this is one of the first palettes I ever had. And as you can tell, this is my bronzer. I use it a lot. And I used to use this as my, these two, actually, as my highlighter. But I've kind of moved on from that. And I use more of like this Luna eyeshadow. Ugh. And that's kind of more subtle. And then I have this one. This one was just a sample, and I don't really know how to say the name, so I'm not going to say it. And I very rarely use it. Sometimes I'll use it for my contour and my bronzer, but I don't really like it. And then here is my very few makeup brushes in this cute little teacup. So now that I've showed you all my, there's probably more up there in the mirror, but now that I've showed you all the ones that I brought down today, we're gonna go ahead and start. Okay. So I'm gonna use, they don't have the names of the colors, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this pink one right here as my base coat, just to kind of get a feel. And then, just gonna messily apply it because that's how it works. As you guys can tell, this palette's actually pretty good. The color goes right on, and it never fades. You'll see at the end of the night, it won't be gone. And a reason why I always put my foundation on my eyelids is because I always forget to use primer. So it just kind of makes it stick better. And I know I should use primer because that's how you get breakouts and yada yada yada, but I never use primer. I have it, I just forget. Oh, I need to wax my eyebrows, holy. Okay. And if you mess up, you can always take foundation back over the top of it or cover it. Okay. And I like to get the corners of my eyes. I know there's a lot of people that don't like to do that. But if you try it one time, and if you really, really don't like it, then take it off. It's not that hard, but I just think it makes your eyes pop a little more. And I just recently started going under my eyelid. I'd never done that before, but I'd watched so many people do it. And now I just realized that it looks so much better. Sometimes not with the pink. Sometimes it makes you look overly tired with the pink, but that's about the only colors that I truly use anymore. And I don't know why. Maybe because I'm addicted to pink. But okay, so next we're going to use this Sephora one. I don't know the name once again. Oops. And this one will just kind of add a little pop. And I'm going to use this bigger brush right here just to kind of spread it a little better. And this one's really sparkly too. Yeah, see, it just gets a little more in there. Makes it less subtle. Okay. For the people that truly know me, I'm not a subtle person. I am a very big, loud, and bold kind of person. Always have been, always will be. Okay, so next we're going to go into this Moodstruck palette, and we're going to use Vintage. And I'm just going to kind of use a crease brush to... I know this isn't actually a crease brush, but it's the closest thing that I have to a crease brush, because I don't spend a lot of money on brushes. And I'm just going to go inside my eyelid right here, just to kind of make it pop, make my eyeballs pop out a little more with this darker color. It brings more of your eye out, especially if you have pretty blue eyes like I do. It's just gonna make it all better. There will be people that disagree with me there, but I always thought so. Yeah, see, I think it looks already popping out more. So I'm gonna come back and get this brush and get a little more up here, just There you go. Okay. So now what I do next is, a lot of people like this look right here, but you know, I don't like the white eyelid look. I am more of a all sorts of colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and come back to the Z palette, and I am going to take the yellow right here. It doesn't have a name once again. I know it was ColourPop though. And I like the sunset look. That's what I always call a sunset, because it just looks like a pretty, pretty sunset. And you know, and if the yellow doesn't stick up very well in your eyes, or any color really, I've always wetted the brush down to make colors pop more and more sparkly. And I just don't have water by me right now. Okay, so that's step one. I know it's really fun. I'm not gonna do it today though, because that's just too much sometimes. Is to get actual sparkles and glitter glue and put it on your eyes. So pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna use this one last, but we're gonna come to this one, which has the on camera. I always use it for sparkles. Sometimes it doesn't stick very well though. That's my only problem with this palette, is that I feel like some of the eyeshadows just like don't even stick. They don't want to be anything. They don't want to work ever. That's why I really like the Unique palettes. Yeah, see, this one's a Unique now. And it just comes on way more sparkly. So that was Vendict. And it is very pretty. And it just kind of lightens everything up and gives it more sparkle. Which I like. And I always, after putting pink in my corner of my eye, put it on, put the yellow on. So it makes it less bold, but it's still there. So right now, I look like I am from The Walking Dead, especially with the red under. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my foundation, I'm going to use my fingers, because I'm that person, and I'm just going to kind of fix her up a little bit, just so it's not as Walking Dead-ish. Like I said, I'm no professional, but this is how I do it. Always have done it like this, always will. Because I don't see the point of wasting all my money on brushes when my finger works just fine. Have you ever noticed that it's really hard to keep your mouth shut while doing this too? Like, I'm pretty sure there's an actual study on this, or maybe it was just in one of those books that I used to read when I was little. Gosh, can't remember the name of it now. Not Junie B. Jones, but I can't remember the name of them books, but they were really good. Yes, I used to read a little bit when I had to for my grade. Okay, so now it looks less Walking Dead-ish, and Kinsley's starting to wake up, so I'm gonna go check on her. So now that I have better lighting, I'll flip around like this, and this is, yeah, that's that powder, but this is the eye look without the eyeliner and the eyebrows yet. But as you can tell, it's still, I'll drop my iPad, still sparkly and really makes your blue eyes pop. So if you have blue eyes, don't be afraid to use pink. Like, don't matter, it looks cute. Unless I'm just so full of myself that I always think pink looks good, but I don't know. So I kind of figured out a way to work with the natural lighting instead of working against it, because my iPad is at 5%, so I can't unplug it. But Yeah, this is just, I'm trying to fix up that red spot that I got. A little bit of blemishing going on, but that's okay. Okay. And of course, I'm going to go back over and put more bronzer because it didn't work very well. So next, I'm going to move to my eyebrows because I don't have any. Shocker, right? And I always use this Arrogant by Unique. And if you ever need Unique product, go to our friendly family friend, Leona Sommerfeld. That's who sells us ours. She's so sweet. She got me this palette for my baby shower, actually. And I love it. Like I said, I'm no professional, so if you guys actually think my eyebrows look wonky, you should probably tell me. Because I always think my eyebrows look okay after doing my makeup. And that would be a shame if it didn't look okay and I just didn't know and just thought. That'd be really embarrassing. Like the really embarrassing phase where I used the Smashbox, the super dark one, because my hair was dark. So I thought my eyebrows needed to be darker, but it just didn't look good and no one told me. But next time, okay guys? I could always use your help knowing when my eyebrows look wonky. It's a lot easier to use this mirror right here, but I'll try to make it so you guys can still see what I'm doing while I'm doing this. Okay, so clearly my eyebrow doesn't go all the way out there, but the way that I do it, it just looks like bad if I don't do it all the way. So I haven't done my makeup since I've been in Montana for Thanksgiving, but you know, that's okay. Sometimes you get lazy. And I got caught up in the TV show Heartland. And if you guys have never seen it, it's on Netflix and it is the best. And I finished it in like a week. And there's 4 seasons, and almost every single season has 20 episodes. So there's that loveliness. And you know, Brendan won't admit it, but I think he liked it too, because when he got home, he was asking me all about all the characters, who was with who at the time. Did so and so make up? Are so and so gonna get married yet? He was totally into it, he just won't admit it. Okay. These are also really good for like getting dead skin off your face. So, you know, if you don't actually ever use them, I would suggest using them to also comb your eyebrows and make them look more like what an eyebrow should look like. Not like a box, you know? I know that that's, some people think that looks good, but I will totally disagree. I'm not with that boxy eyebrow trend. I'm with the making your eyebrows more natural, you know? And I have super bushy eyebrows in the first place, so the natural thing comes easy to me. Just because the way that my eyebrows are already in the first place. And sometimes, you know, I will box them off just to, you know, just make it look a little bit better, but I like the way that my natural eyebrows are for the most part, so I'm okay with it. So next we're gonna move on to the eyeliner, or not, well yeah, the eyeliner and the magnetic eyelashes. So with this stuff, you have to shake it really well, or else the magnetic particles will disconnect from the liquid, I guess is how you would word that. Okay. This is like all up in my face. Okay. I also can't keep my mouth shut while doing this, so. Oh no. Looks like we're gonna have to fix that. Okay. I can't do it like this. I'm gonna have to go up to the mirror so I don't make another mistake like that. So I'll be right back. One thing that I truly don't like about this eyeliner is how thick you have to have it. And the fact that if you weren't into liquid eyeliner before this, you would have to learn how to use it. And it's taken me like almost 4 years to master liquid eyeliner. Like, it is not as easy as you think. But with this eyeliner, you also have to let it sit for a whole minute, which is kind of annoying when you're in a rush. Like, normally I could throw on mascara in like 30 seconds and boom, done. But this stuff has to fully dry or else it will not stick. And then you think it's broken and all that stuff. So when you're buying a new makeup product, just make sure you read the comments down below, because if I didn't read the comments and all that about how this mascara, or not this mascara, these eyelashes worked, I would have never known that I had to wait a minute and that you have to shake it. Like, I would have just given up on it. But now that I know that you have to shake and you have to wait a minute for it to all dry and all that, I know how to use it. And if you're trying new products, I would give it 2 or 3 tries before giving up on it, because like the first time it's hard. You're learning to do something new. Just like I try to curl my hair every other day. Still can't do it, but I try. I'm not ever gonna give up. It's always just gonna look trashy. That's why I threw my hair in braids last night, so it didn't look dumb and straight all the time. Okay, it's been about a minute, almost 2 minutes actually, so I'm gonna grab my eyelashes, and it's gonna be bad lighting, so I'm sorry guys, but for right now I just need to be sitting evenly to get these on correctly. And it's also chunky, but you won't have to worry about that. So with these eyelashes, it comes with 2. I didn't know that fell out. Now I do. So it comes with 2 sets. So this is like, I know they look dramatic right now, but this is the less dramatic set, which I don't use very often. I use the dramatic ones. I like having eyelashes. And here is the set that I always use, the dramatic ones. And it's not very hard to clean these, but sometimes it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and get it shaped to an eyeball. But, okay. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Ready to watch this magic? Boom. Boom. On. Ish. Oop. I've been struggling with the corners lately, but every other part but the corner stuck. I might not be able to do this with the iPad either, so I might have to fix it after I show you guys how it works. Oh. Okay, I know I look like I'm struggling a lot, but I normally don't struggle with a mirror, so don't worry. Super, super simple. And it helps that I had been using fake eyelashes for a long time now. I just have always used them. Because like I said, I just like to have eyelashes. I don't know what it is about them. I think eyelashes are pretty and attractive. I think they're a big part of most of my looks. Okay. So, they're on, and this is what they look like. I'm gonna go upstairs and fix them in the mirror just so it's better. It's good now, but I can make it better. Okay? Okay, so this is what they look like fully adjusted and what they should look like. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take my hair down now that I'm done with my foundation part of my makeup. Anyways, these are super simple. Besides having to watch me do it, I'm sure that was frustrating for you guys. But just very simple. Now I'm just gonna quickly do a little bit of bronzer and then that should be my look. Oh, I guess a little bit of highlighter. I was always known for doing too much highlighter in high school, and I've kind of moved away from the highlighter just so I don't look as sparkly, I guess. I don't know how to put it. But okay, let me grab the bronzer. So it's out of this palette. Yeah, this palette's really dirty. Like I said, I've had it for like years. It's one of my first palettes. And I'm gonna use the lighter one today. They don't have names, but and this isn't actually, a contouring brush. It's just kind of there. I don't really know what a lot of my brushes are actually, like how to use them, which, doesn't matter. That's okay. I just know the basics. I know what's for your eyes. And I know what a highlighting brush is, hopefully. I mean, I saw something on Facebook like a month ago or so, and this girl posted what all of the brushes were actually for. And I realized that I was using almost all of my makeup brushes wrong. Which is fine. And I tried using them the other way, but it didn't really work. Once you get used to doing it a certain way, you're just used to doing it that way, Just like I know a lot of people that do their makeup with their fingers, and it looks good. It's like they're used to it. That's how they can do it. But some people aren't used to that, Okay. So like I showed you earlier, this Luna is my highlighter. And this is my highlighter brush. At least I hope it is. Okay, see? Just a subtle glow. Not big and fancy like I used to be. Just subtle. And I always put it up there. I usually put it up in there too, but I don't want to wreck this look. It looks pretty good right now. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go to my lipstick. I always use more of a nude color, and this is mineral lipstick. I think that's the brand, or no? Bella Pure is the brand, and I really hope I said that right. I'm more of a nude color. I've never really experimented with lips. I'm more of an eye person. Okay. Okay. So, here is the finished look. And I know I didn't use blush. I'm not really a blush person either. I'm more of short and simple. Okay, now for the real part that all you guys are watching for, which I know is Kinsley. So let me get her out. I don't know if she's awake yet, but We'll see if she wakes up. She's always grumpy in the afternoons, so here she is. If that binky... Oh, she's gonna scream. She's gonna scream. That was her trying to kiss the camera at the end. She likes to put her mouth on everything, just so you guys know. Now we're a little better because she got an afternoon snack. Come please, Casey. Hi, guys. Can you say rawr for them? No, it's okay. Okay, she doesn't seem to want to do YouTube with me today. Are you okay? Is it so much better? Can you say, bye guys. Thanks for watching.